Hey, hope everybody's keeping safe and well and you've had a good week. I put a post up a couple of days ago just regarding a house that had been on the market last year for about 5 months with another agent, and we'd taken it in 5.5 months from marketing to completion. And now I've done the chest beating, aren't we? Great post. I actually want to look at the best practice side of things and see, if we can learn anything from the situation. So brief overview. The house appeared on Rightmove last April, a £500,000 house, so one of these with the stamp duty exemptions, should have been kind of flying out the door, and didn't sell, let's say, in 5 months when I was introduced to the owner. When I went to see the owner, I said, what's been going on, what's the situation? And she said, well, really, it's only been on the market a couple of months. And I said, well, what do you mean it's only been on a couple of months? Because it's been on the portals since April. I said, yeah, I know, but that didn't really count because we couldn't get in. It had tenants in and the tenants wouldn't allow access. So they couldn't get in. It was on Rightmove, but nothing could happen for quite a few months. And the problem is, if we're going to say from the public that on market is on Rightmove, according to the public, they'd seen this place on since April. So even in the owner's mind, while she'd for some reason been happy with it just sitting there and nothing happening, and the agents had obviously been telling her that was okay, for the buying public, they were thinking, this house has been on the market a long time. There must be something wrong with it, especially because there'd been no stamp duty on it. And as most of you will know, we have this thing called social proof in a estate agency, where if we think, if somebody else doesn't want that, there must be something wrong with it. If it's been on a long time, it's been on with lots of agents, what's wrong with it? And that's just what had happened to this house. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But I think it had just been on the market a long time and it looked unnatural in the market we were in. And my feeling is, and it was with a corporate company, and this isn't to try and hammer corporate companies, but I know this company in particular, they're hit on their targets. So I actually have a lot of empathy for the individual team members in the office, but I still think they chose to put their targets over the client's needs. My belief is that they should have said, listen, Mrs. Vendor, we can't do viewings, we can't get in there. It was their kind of group company that handling the let as well, so they would have known that. I don't think we need to put this on the market at the moment. It was not going to do us any good. But what I actually think they did was they thought, we need the listings, we want to show stock, we'll put it on there and let it sit there. And it just did, and it did the seller no favours. When I was introduced to her, I said to her, it has to come off with that agent and it has to come off the market completely for a good 2 to 3 weeks to let the market forget about it almost, and then we'll launch it. And I don't want to get into the difference of my marketing over their marketing because that's not what this is about. But I think it's a case of listing quickly is not the right thing to do for a client. And sometimes you've got to sit back and think, am I doing this listing for my figures or for the client's benefit? In that case, it would have been best for them to say, we can't put this on the market yet, we'll keep in touch with you, and in 3 months when the tenant leaves, we'd love to help you. And she would have probably done that and they would have earned the money. And it's twofold for you guys out there. So best practice for the client, don't put it on the market, but also the agent hasn't earned any money. So if you just want to look after yourselves, do the right thing and the money generally follows. So that's my thoughts. If anybody thinks anything differently, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks a lot.